Homeless Solutions. Homeless Solutions, Honolulu, Hawaii. I have been threatening that I don't know my threatening. What does that mean? I don't have karma to be here. So, what about you? Because I don't have karma to be here, I deceased myself. That means I didn't have heaven above me creating myself deceased, and I am deceased that way. I had to do things for myself for food, clothing, and shelter. Like I had to feed the God above myself, and I deceased myself that way. Well, if you say, I want to talk to you about yourself, where do you live? That's meaning to decease myself. That means I don't have it. Do you think I don't have a creator that I have to answer to, for, and with? You think I'm going to talk to you and you're not creating myself, and we have some kind of a deal against the creation of myself, including sexual abuse? You want me to be guilty of something. It's more than that you just don't acknowledge the creation of myself. You want me to be in it with you, that I don't acknowledge the creation of myself with myself. But you started it, and I'm not yourself. And that's me having to pursue food, clothing, and shelter for myself and feed the creation of myself. And I thank you never. I have to decease myself. If I'm going to decease myself, why don't you leave? For example, if I tell you that I don't understand why you would do that to myself because I'm not in any sort of disagreement with the creation of myself to myself, that means I didn't attract you to myself because I'm a weak one. No, I do acknowledge that in front of you, and it inflames your anger. You're inflamed, and you pursue me more because you don't know what to do with yourself after you did something wrong to yourself. I'm talking about the creator of everybody who's not myself, and if you're watching, that includes you. I've even asked one of you, can you be over the creator of yourself and walk away from myself? He was a black male adultery who asked me some question in the dark outside on the sidewalk, and I said, you have to be over the creator of yourself and walk away. And he couldn't. He just stood there. I had to walk away from him. Timely. Yep, I gave him about a moment, and then I had to walk away. A brief moment, because I shouted. I shouted myself, and then I walked off. It's true that I don't know you. You don't have that you're over the creator of yourselves, so you don't have a reason to tell me there's something wrong with me when you're watching this video. That's all of you. You have one black male adultery who's speaking for all of you that he's not over the creator of himself. And he was firm. He wasn't going to leave me there so that I could walk away on my own without having to worry about that he would follow me. He's not supposed to follow me because I'm shouted. That's what it takes for me to get one of you not to follow me. I'm shouted and deceased. You know how much leverage I slammed down to shout at him? Too much. You can't afford me. I had to kill 1,000 pilots just for me to walk away from somebody who was standing on a sidewalk and was just willing to follow me. He didn't take his shoes off like he's supposed to and just stand there barefoot and not follow me because it hurts his feet. He stole his shoes. Footwear. They're not really shoes anymore. They're footwear now. Well, I do want to say that I don't know the creation of myself very soon because I've been so angry that I said I wanted to revisit some of the threatening because I know people who had something personal against myself when they locked me out of various houses and apartments. That means you had something against myself personally. But once I got out of the genitals, I find that they're personally angry with Michael Michaelson, who was the one who's responsible for me having feminine genitals on myself. So that's me not having an inflamed anger with you until I'm not really Michael Michaelson and he's a lower order than myself. That means you got angry with an upper order and Michael Michaelson wouldn't hold alive in front of you. No, he's not alive that way. I have genitals deceased that way, and you're angry with your own genitals that way. You're angry with what you see with your genitals that way, and that's me alive in you that way. but I need keys, and then I need to move you around my keys, and you want me to move you around my clitoris, which is the size of a pea. Yes, you're so angry. You're so angry. I can't stand it. I'm saying it out loud. Are you embarrassed here? No, you want me to be embarrassed because I am myself. You want me to be embarrassed because I am myself? Sure, I'm embarrassed because I am myself, but my genitals are deceased, and Michael Michaelson, disclosed, is the one who caused me to have genitals. You know him as Jesus. He caused me to have feminine genitals on myself and be alive in this little world for 45 years of continuous alive. He doesn't hold himself. He doesn't have a life at all. And you want me to be embarrassed about myself as deceased that way. But I have to say it again. Do you want me to be embarrassed about myself? That's Michael Michaelson, deceased. He's responsible for that I have feminine genitals on myself, and they're deceased. So what about you? Are you embarrassed about yourself? No, because I deceased myself and you're deceased in your genitals that way. There's no way to get to you. You need your genitals removed to convince you that you don't have genitals anymore and you're illegal. That's what's wrong with Michael Michaelson, and you've been alive for 45 years. Why aren't you died like Michael Michaelson? Why aren't you died like there's no Jesus in alive here? Well, what's your excuse? How are you're going to see me in the afterlife? I won't look like this anymore because you killed your own genitals this way. You don't even know how to kill yourself out of your genitals without hurting somebody who's not yourself. You don't really own yourself that way. You needed the genitals.